Hello everyone, welcome to my first video. This is Ronnie from Ronnie TCG. Um, Today I'm doing a One Piece TCG live commentary playing Blue Rebecca. Now this leader is very fun to play. It's not exactly like top meta, it's not amazing, it's pretty good, and as I think you'll see in this video. By no means am I claiming to be that good either. It's just I can get wins on it. I have fun playing it, so why not play it? I'm wanting to build it in real life. It's super fun, and this leader art is just gorgeous. Look at that. I love Kiros. So first I'll do a deck profile. Then we'll get into some games playing against some of the meta. This will be starter deck format, so OP16.5. I'm hoping to go against some Mihawk, maybe Red Green Luffy, Eustace Kid, Kuzan, just any decks that's kind of good and that aren't just Hody Jones, basically. Um, so first of all, we have 4 Viola. This is a really good 2K. Top 3 search for a Dressrosa card and add it to your hand. It's really good with this leader because you can bounce it back with the leader effect, and obviously it's a 2K, so you draw a card from it and then you bounce it back, so that's just +1 in hand, and then you can play one of your 3 costs, as we'll get to later. Really good card. And then Leo, removal protection for 7k and under, which is pretty good. I never really find myself playing it out, but again, I'm not that good, so maybe there's opportunities where I should have and I didn't. But off the top of my head, maybe against like the purple slop where they can just Sakazuki Lightning, you could probably play this and stop them getting rid of your Cavendish, for example. Rebecca, top 3 search for Dressrosa, same as this. But it has an ability Don X1 against blocker. This is really good, especially on the early turns when you don't really want to give up cards in your hand. Just use this. If the swing 7, it's essentially like pitching a 1k counter for +3k. If you think about it that way, really good. Obviously you can bounce it back, play out one of your 3 costs, and then play it out again, and then put a Don on it. I find myself doing that a lot. It's really good. Blue Gilly, this is just a 3/5 vanilla 1k counter. Just to be played out off of, when you search with these. Because ideally, your first turn, obviously because your leader can't attack, you kind of want to get this out, or a Kiros, so that the next turn it can attack and kind of, in a way, you don't lose, like, because your leader can't attack, you don't lose one attack because this can attack in turn, if that makes sense. Because pretty much every deck, I think, apart from, like, a now, there's only one meaningful attack on the second turn. Like, if you don't choose to Don up a Searcher, for example. But the fact that you can make a meaningful attack on your second turn kind of, like, negates the fact that this leader can't attack because you still have that early pressure. Kiros, really good card. On play trash one, if your leader's Rebecca, it gains rush. Add this character card from your trash to hand on KO. So this is just factually a really good card. Obviously, as with both of these 3 costs, you want to play it out off of like Rebecca or Viola from your leader effect. And this being able to have rush is so good. Obviously you don't want to do it on your first turn, on your 1 or 2 Don turn, because you can't attack there, so it's essentially just this. But any turn after, you can like bounce this back to hand, play it out, give it rush again, So you got 2 swings from the same card. It's really good for going for lethal as well. It's a really good, because you add it to your hand as well, people aren't really inclined to swing into it, which I personally think is a mistake a lot of people make. This card in your hand is a lot better than this card on the board. But yeah, it's just a really good card. Obviously, probably like the GOAT of the deck, other than Cavendish, because it's so good. For Sanji, game's unblockable. It's a blocker. It's a 3 cost, so you can also play it out with leader effect. You can do some funny things where you play it out. If they have 1 life and not many cards in hand, but like 3 blockers, for example, you can play this out for 3, go 7 with the Kyros, use leader effect, bounce it back, play it out again, and then like go the rest with another card. So it's really good for just like going for lethal. 4 of these Luffy 2Ks, it's alright. Ideally you don't want to be playing it off of your leader effect because it's a 2K and like you have to attach it on to even have a baseline swing. It's harder for your opponent to remove, but it's also harder for you to like deal damage with it, so I'd rather, you know, pitch it as a 2K. For Cavendish, really good card. When attacking, draw 2, trash 1, so good. It helps you cycle, gets rid of like bricks that you don't need. Just really good. Because you're already drawing a lot of cards in this deck, it means that you just turbo so many cards in hand. It's really good. If you go second, 1 done, you play out like a Rebecca or a Viola. Use the leader effect, play this blue Gilly out, and then play the Searcher again. And then on 4 done, you can swing with your 5k, use the leader effect, play out another 3 cost 5k body, and then play this Cavendish. So you've got 3 swingable bodies out on your second turn. So the next turn, if they don't get rid of your 5k that you swung with, you got like 3 attacks and a cycle. So it's just really good. This Sabo, again, I've never really found myself using it. It's just a 2k, same with this Leo. Obviously, there is a need for like a removal protection in this deck, otherwise why wouldn't you just use like a different 2k? Oh, by the way, this deck is a complete net deck from, I think it was a Japanese list in an area qualifier. They went 7-2 with Blue Rebecca. I'm not claiming this list as my own. I'm just having fun playing it. For Gaudino, Blue Slop, draw 2, stop and attack, simple. Pure slop, we love it. Boa Hancock, stop and attack, bottom decker 1 cost, really good. Especially into like your Anels and stuff, just stopping those Anels is so good. Kyros, bounce a 5 cost. This is a good card, like factually. I just don't know when I'll like rather play it over like this Boa. It has use cases, like against Red Green Luffy, you can bounce a 5 cost Sanji or an Usopp. So it's really good, but 2 of is like a perfect ratio for this. 3 Jinbei, it is so good because it procs when you use Cavendish or you use a Kyros. But on 10, draw 2, return a 7. Such good tempo. 10k, like it's so good. Definitely one of the best cards in this deck. And then 3 Grav Blades, obviously against your Mihawks and stuff, because they don't really play Laboon, I don't think. It just means like it's such a Like, you actually have a fighting chance against so many decks. Purple, yellow, rosy too. You can bottom deck their, well, 6 cost rosy laws. So yeah, it's just a really good card. Obviously, it sucks when you know, can't really play any other characters out, but because of your leader effect, you can, you know? You can get 2 swings with a Kyros, or like return a Viola, play out a Kyros from your hand. Like, there's still lots of pressure you can put on while making such a defensive move, and that's because it's a Rebecca deck. So, really fun deck. Again, I got off of One Piece top decks. A Japanese fella went like 7-2 in an area qualifier with it. So I'll put a link to that below. So let's get into some games. Okay, going into game 1 against Kuzan. This hand is not that good. We're going first. I don't even have a 1 cost or a 3 cost, so a mulligan. This is better. This might be a dead card, but it's okay. Right. I don't get my 3 cost, which is quite bad, but I'll just get a Viola. Then leader effect, bring it back. Because I can do that. I can just go +1 and it's fine. Opponent takes a while to get his done and draw, but it's okay. So against Kuzan, obviously I haven't really tested it much, but my thinking is you pepper him with like a bunch of 5Ks. He might not be able to handle it. He does draw a lot, but also we're just stealing those cards right out of his hand. We obviously get a Blue Gilly here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce this Rebecca back, play Blue Gilly, and then play Rebecca again. Maybe make it a blocker. But I don't think I need to, so I might just search with Viola again. Do that. Search. It could be good to bounce like an E-shot. I mean, it's the only card I can get, to be fair. And definitely get the Kyros. Right. So the next turn I can play Cavendish, bounce Viola back, play Kyros, go 5-6. No, go 5-5, put it down on Rebecca. That sounds good to me. So obviously Kuzan, quite a good deck, especially with the new ST33 stuff. My concern in this matchup is ice time, but it depends how much I can pepper him with my attacks. Also, just factually, Aramaki is a good card, the 8k blocker they can now run. They can bottom deck my Rebecca. He could also run Grab Blade, which would be a problem. So we'll just wait and see. I think because I haven't really tested this matchup, it's going to be very new to me. Yeah, draws Ice Time, draws Aramaki, the 2 problem cards I was talking about. Yeah, it might actually be quite a problem, this deck. I am opening myself up to, what do you call it? The overpowered one. It trashes 2 from your hand. Right, we'll go 5. This Kobe is so good as well. I love it. He does look a bit weird on the artwork though. It's quite funny. Do that, do that. Trash Cavendish, I think. Just because I have another one that I want to play out. I can go 5. Okay, he blocks. Put on there. Bosh. Okay, what am I doing next turn? I can play Kyros next turn, which would actually be really good if he does play out the 5 cost E-Shell. No, okay. Yeah, you can bottom deck this as well. That is the card I did not want to see. Does he want to bottom deck it? I mean, he does, because it gets him a card out of my hand, which I'd have to trash the Sanji. Protecting this is going to be a pain next turn. Or is it? Nah, I think just because I'm able to establish that body, I need to play the Kiros and like bounce nothing, I guess. I don't want to bounce any of these. Give me more searches. That's a horrible idea. That's not going to be useful at all. Although I could have gotten rid of 2 of these if he does. Maybe that was a mistake. He doesn't know what to do. Fair enough. It's a pretty unique deck I'm playing. Because if he blocks, I'm obviously not going to like load up and swing Aramaki. That'd just be stupid. Yeah. Maybe I just go 5-5-5. Play this. Job's good. And why do I play this? Nah, I need that tempo, don't I? 5 lead. I mean, going 3-5s is pretty damn good. Oh dear. Yep, ice time, return that. I knew that'd happen. Oh, what a good trigger, man. Why doesn't he return my Cavendish? I think that was strictly a misplay there. Well, I'll still do this. Bounce nothing. Do I want to? No, I'll be fine. Okay. Next turn, I'm just gonna go Gaudi now. Try and stave off his aggro a little bit. It sucks that this is an 8 cost because I can't return it with Jinbei. That was such a good trigger. My oh my. And obviously, because I played this, bloody Ice Time has more value in his hand. You can just stun these. Oh, how did I know? Okay. Because the thing about Kuzan is, it's a good deck. Because it can just do some bullshittery like this, right? Yeah, I'll rest 5 Don and stop 2 attacks. So good. Oh, he wants to try and get rid of this. Well, I'm gonna protect it because he can only go 6-8. That's pretty easy attacks to get out of. Aramaki, he runs 2. Oh, look at these cards in hand, man. Obviously, I can bounce this back as an attacker. It's not that much of a, not that big of a deal, right? But I feel like he's kind of punished because he's not able to spread his board, right? Oh, sure. Here's 6 where. Obviously, I can't win going for his board because he has 9 cards in hand. But in terms of the board, I'm actually looking better. Like, in terms of what I have on board. Right, he doesn't want to swing with this. Weird. I think it's an obvious Gaudino here. Gaudino, Kiro's trash, and then bounce, play Kiro. So 5, 5, 6. 5, 5, 6, which gets 2 cards out of his hand. We'll start with the 6. He blocks. Actually, do I just wanna... Yeah. Okay. Don't want you to attack with that. Can't get any of these, that mega sucks for me. But I can just go like this. Play trash. Go 6. And then play Blue Gilly, and I've got a pretty wide board. This allows me to put on quite a bit of pressure next turn, and obviously if he wants to grab blade me, that's fine, but I still have 3 more attacks, so... And if he wants to ice time me twice, then that's fine, I still, you know... He doesn't establish his board, and he has only a 5 and a 6. So to be fair, against Kuzan, it actually does look like you can kind of put him on the back foot by just making it so that if he tries to spread his board, he is just gonna get peppered with attacks the next turn, which is not optimal for him. He decides to use Garp, which means the next turn is gonna be like just a complete rush down. What card does he play? A Kuzan would be good to stop the Aramaki. Fair enough. Is it wise to bounce this back next turn? No, it's wise to bounce this back next turn. Okay, you know what? That's fair enough because he can just stop like many attacks now. And obviously I counter this. And then 6 with this. You think it's worth it to actually... Go 5 lead. Obviously I'm playing this, right, so... But I can go 5, 5, 6... 5, 5, 5, 6, 9. Counters with a Kobe. Do I bounce this back then? Or do I bounce this? I feel like just getting rid of this attack is a lot more valuable than just stopping this block. That's hilarious. Get that. 5 lead. Because look, I'm gonna completely drain all of his board, right? 5. Play that out, trash that. Now that's online. 5 lead. And then I just have these to like just start. Okay. Yeah, trash that. Beautiful. Do you think I get rid of one of them, or do you think I just get him down to... With this, actually, getting him down to 1 life is going to be really good. Especially with these two. But if he counters this, you know, it might be worth it just to go 10 into an Aramaki. No, okay. Then I just go like that. He can't kill me next turn. Like, he just can't. He can only go for my board, which is fine, because they're the same power as my leader. Oh. He just passes. Yeah, concedes. Right, what would he have done? He'd have gone... Obviously, I'm not a Kuzan player. What I'd have done is probably searched, gotten like... What? I'd have probably searched out the Aramaki and then done this one into Sakazuki. But also, this would have been a good play. Bottom decking a Kyrus and a Cavendish. And then... Because everything was rested, right? He bottom decks 2, uses these effects, and just starts to like swing big into my stuff. But also that just leaves him like to die next turn. I think no matter what, he was in a tough spot, to be fair. But he could have done this and this if he used... That might have been the play, actually. Use Grab Blade, bottom deck these two, and then use an Aramaki, trash Garp, or Buggy, trash Buggy. Go 11 into 9, maybe. Or 11 into 5 would have been better, because that would have guaranteed another attack off board. Then I only have these two. And then he plays out this, because he's trashed a card, so it's a 3 cost. He has no Don Up, but he doesn't have a Pheasant pack. Then he has a 5 swing and an 8 swing at life. Which I counter both. But then that means he has 2 blockers, and I have these 2 cards. So... But he does have a lot of counter. To be fair, that would have put him on good track for this game, but I'd have done this probably. Actually, no. Would I have gone for game? What is a lethal I would have done? So 3 for Sanji. Go. That would have been 12. No, 13, 13. Or would have 12, 14 been better? To be fair, if I'd have gone 13, 13 lethal with this, bouncing it back out of 1. So that's actually pretty good. Okay. What do you know? Rebecca might have a solid chance into Kuzan, depending on how the Kuzan plays. Who would have thunk it? Right, on to the next game. We got a game into Mihawk. I'm choosing. I'm going second. I don't want that 6 cost Mihawk to come out on curve, mate. So this is just factually a really good hand. Gonna Rebecca into Blue Gilly, play Rebecca out. You love to see it. I hope I find a Kyrus off of this. Although, do you know that 1 cost Zoro that can just like swing into Arrested? That'd be annoying for this. That's so good as well. Okay. Oh, that's even better. Beautiful. Blue Gilly, play out that. Nah. Get that. So next turn I'm swinging 5, playing Cavendish, bouncing this back. Yeah, beautiful. If he plays that Zoro, I'm going to be really sad. Like, really sad. that Zoro would actually mess me up because it'd be the difference between another body and not. Provided I managed to draw into it, of course. Odin's a really annoying card, to be fair, because he can just answer this immediately. So knowing what I know with Odin, because I'm not a good player, but I'm thinking, do I even play this? Or do I try and spread my board a bit wider? But I think if he wants to use his resources on just constantly freezing this, then that's fine. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. It doesn't get next turn swing, which is really sad. Also, I don't want this to die, so I'm gonna bounce it and play it back. Beautiful. Luscious. Oh yeah, I'm drinking a Coke Zero because I'm so skinny. Ooh, that's better. Well, next turn I can just this, you know. He definitely has another one of these in hand. Oh, Perona's so good. So, we have Green Slop. Have you guys seen... So, when I'm recording this, there was just revealed earlier today a Howling Gab, which is an 8-cost 8k 1k counter banish, and on play rest any card. I'm not too fond of like this slop direction that One Piece is going at the minute, because they're just adding like generic cards to every colour. I don't like it. I understand why, it's cool, you know, but I don't like it that much. Be nice if I can. Okay. Sure, bro. Just. Yeah, I guess, bro. I don't know. That was a very bad turn because I didn't have anything to play and I couldn't swing. He doesn't have this. Or he doesn't. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. Well, it is just this next turn. Into. And then he goes 9 or some, you know, random number. Yeah, Perona's really good into this deck, huh? It's such an annoying card. Just W slot, man. W slot. No. Can I? Oh my goodness. Okay. Go away. Do that. Oh. Thank goodness. Yeah, that's really good in this matchup, so I'm just gonna 5 lead. Beautiful. We're now on equal life, but I have just better board. And we have the same in hand. Look at that. Beautiful. He's gonna samurai these two. Does he not have anything to play? No, he doesn't. Right, that's just ridiculous now. This is getting actually ridiculous. That's his third Perona. This is hilarious. I love Green Slop. Okay. I say as I play Gaudino. I obviously understand the hypocrisy here. It's not like I have 3 of them, though. Okay. And... I mean, I'm just bouncing it back, but then that'd be... Like, I don't know. Like, I would rather not let him swing with it, actually. This feels so bad. Oh, that's nice. That's good for next turn. Trust me, I know what I'm doing here, guys. Right, 7 lead, bounce this back, play this. Trash this, and 7 lead with the other Kiros, and then play Rebecca, and make her blocker. I mean, like, I am surprisingly decent at controlling his board as well, but it just sucks that I haven't had a single swing out of these guys because he's looked into 3 of these. But obviously I looked into a grab blade trigger, so it's like fully fair. He could also just Lunar everything here. And he's a 7k as well. He doesn't Lunar. That's looking good for me. Then obviously I Boa, stun this, bomb deck this because fuck this card in particular. Stun this, freeze it. Am I able to, like, I need to put pressure on him while also making sure I don't die. Which to me looks like 7/7, freeze this, bottom deck this. So what I'll do, it's also just not worth it to kill these, right? Because I can't ever get rid of all of them. So 7 lead. At least I'm not a slash leader. Imagine if Rebecca was a slash leader. 7 lead. Then Mihawk could just have like Giga. Yeah. Do this, do this. Don't give it rush. And then do this. And that's what my turn looks like. Get 2 cards out of his hand. Make sure this can't attack. Lovely jubbly. Odin stops that from resting. Double Odin. Love it. Means he's not a 7k leader again. I would love a grab blade right about now. Oh, no rest here. Because he wants to kill this, I reckon. Why doesn't he rest Otama? Oh, he Lunas. That's very annoying, isn't it? He has answers for everything. Then I can have 2 swings this turn. Get him down to 1 life. Use this. Oh, this sucks for me. 2 of these, man. It replaces itself too. What's my best move here? I really don't want to, like, use this though. So I might actually just make it active. Like with leader effect and call it a day. Or do I actually just pivot hard into here? No, I need to get into a position to win. I'll go 8 life because that's a nice 2/2Ks. Farm the 2Ks, so to speak. I wish I could freeze this. It just doesn't matter. My leader's active, so I can do this. That's pretty. Do this. Just do that. Ask for another 2 cards. Because the fact that, like, it's such a good leader effect, right? Beautiful. Because he's able to stun 2 things that are active and then Luna the board with leader effect, so it's just really good. Preferably, I would have preferred a Bower on this turn, so I can stun this and bomb deck this, but it's okay. It's a card game after all. We don't get everything we need, unless your name is Dracula Mihawk. Okay, that's good for me. That's really good for me. That's crazy good for me. Because now it looks hopeful, but I mean, that's obviously not good for me, but I also have 3 attacks next turn, and he has no blocker. So he also can't establish a blocker of his own anymore. Right. So I think the swing is 9. Because this demands an event in another card. Yep. Then it's 9 and everything else, which is almost mathematical, but not quite. If I had one more Don available, it'd be mathematical. Yep, I win. Good game, dude. Good game. Wow. What an awesome game that was. I mean, the 3 Perona stuns was, like, absolutely... So what was it? 3 Perona stuns, 2 Odin stuns, and 2 Lunas. So that's just a lot of stun that I went up against, but Rebecca can seemingly still cope with it, with a bit of luck from myself, obviously, with a Grab Blade trigger, and the fact that I even drew into it. I mean, it's not a searchable card, but you play with the cards you're given, and we both played extremely well this game. He unfortunately fizzled out a bit at the end here. If he'd have been able to, like, have another Odin or Perona, obviously he'd have won, because he'd have been able to block these 2. But it was a good game, well played by my opponent. So yeah, what's that? Beating a Kuzan and beating a Mihawk. So this deck, in this OP16.5 meta, as of now, obviously these are live recorded games, it's looking to have a pretty good standing so far. I'll see if I can get into a red-green Luffy, because that's the deck I'm most scared of. Everyone's focusing on this deck. And I think, to be fair, he high-rolled a bit with 3 Peronas, so you can almost like assume that it might even be easier if, you know. But maybe I try and get into a game with red green Luffy, because this deck strategy of just like dwindling the hand down with 5k attacks does not work against that deck. So I'm wondering, and also this card can't stun the double attack. So I'm wondering if there's any sort of chance against that deck. Because to me, and how I'm thinking right now, it is a very difficult deck to go against, just based on how this deck works. But also you do have, where is he? You do have the Jinbei. There he is. You do have the Jinbei that can, like, just giga value. So we'll see. Alright, see you in the next game. Hello. This is a voiceover because I forgot to, well, I think I forgot to unmute my mic. So we're going against red green Luffy. Should be a challenging one for sure. At least on the base of, like, I'm swinging 5s and he has, like, lots of Don active, so. One Don plays Nami, draws the Usopp, very good card in this deck. And I've got pretty much the perfect start, especially finding this blue Gilly. I can leader effect bounce Rebecca back, play out the blue Gilly, and then play Rebecca again, find the Cavendish. And next turn I can bounce Rebecca, play Kyrus, give it rush, swing 5, and play Cavendish. Beautiful. Rest one Don, plays the other Searcher Nami, draws 5 cost Sanji, another key card, and swings 6 at me. I take, first one's always free after all. I swing 5. I expect he uses leader effect here. Yep. And I use leader effect, bounce Rebecca, play out the 3 cost Kyrus, trash 3 cost Sanji, give it rush and swing 5. And after this he will counter with 1k, 4 cost Nami, that's a good card to get out of hand. And then I play the Cavendish and pass. So my board is already looking pretty wide right now. I am loving it. I expect he plays, yep, 5 cost Sanji, restand 2, attach 1 to lead for that leader effect, and swing 6 into blue Gilly. I don't want to let this go just quite yet, so I counter 2k. And now I'm looking at this turn having at least 3 swings. And I can play the Boa, stun the Sanji, and bottom deck the red Nami, because I prefer the other artwork. So what do I do here? 5 at lead with blue Gilly. Uses leader effect, counters 2k. 5 at lead with Kyrus, leader effect plus 2k. Then I go 6 at lead with Cavendish, draw 2, and then trash 1. I trash the 1 cost Rebecca here. I suppose I'm wanting to keep the Kyrus for just like going super wide. I bounce a Kyrus back, and I trash the 3 cost Sanji to give it rush, and then I go 5 at lead. He counters with a 4 cost Zoro 1k. Then I play the Boa, stun the Sanji, bomb deck the other Nami, and we're off to the races here. 5 in hand, 4 threats on board, looking good. He plays the Usopp. Restanding 2 at the end of turn is very powerful for his deck. Combined with the 5 cost Sanji, restands another 1. So at the end of turn he gets 6k counter. It's like drawing 3 2ks at the end of turn. Isn't that wonderful? Swings 7 into blue Gilly. I let that go through because I'm obviously quite low in hand and I want to like not burn out essentially. So this turn I think it's always Kyrus bounce back the Usopp. I think I'd prefer to bounce, just to give him less counter on the following turn. And also if he plays it out, that's 4 Don, right? If he wants to play out the Sanji next turn, that's only 3. So it's just better. I choose to swing 5 at lead. See what he does. Rested on for leader effect, plus 2k. And I swing 7. Draw 2, trash 1. I choose to trash the 3 cost Kiros, because I don't see an opportunity to play it. And I play 7 cost Kiros, bounce back the Usopp, leader effect bounce Sanji, and play Boa. Now because on that 7 attack he countered with leader effect and a 1k, it means that he had 2 done up for counter, so it's pointless to swing with the 8,000 power Boa. So I'll leave it active, because why not? He swings 6 into my Cavendish. I don't want to give him the Gaudino in case he plays a double attack Luffy, so I can't at 2k. 10 into Cav. I take it. Obviously, to defend that would be stupid. And I top deck a Jinbei. That is just great for me, because now I can draw 2 and have Rush while bouncing any of his cards back, instead of just bouncing it and calling it okay. Draw 2 off Jinbei, and I'll choose to bounce a Sanji back on the basis that it's just a bigger swing. So now he has 4 done, I have at least 4 swings, but it'll be 5. He counters 2k with leader effect. I'll bounce a Kiros back with leader effect, play it out again. Swing 5, he counters. Here, I swing, pardon me, 9 with Kiros, because if he Charlestones, it demands another 1k. If I swung 8 with Boa, it is just a Charleston. He did just that, so I swing with Boa, gives me 2 cards, and then I swing 10 at lead, which he takes. So this is looking very hopeful for me right now. I have such a massive board, and it's all wide, a massive wide board. So he's pretty much cooked, because I have 2 cards that demand 3 Dons worth of counter, and obviously he can only have 5 for leader effect, so don't know what he does. Obviously drawing that grab blade off of Jinbei was clutch. Swing 7 at lead, I take it. It's always take here. Go from 4 life to 3 life, like it's just a no-brainer. Especially when I know I'm just going to grab blade his 2 cards next turn. A Laboon would have done him greatly in this matchup. And then he all-outs my Boa and my Kiros, no problem. Well, I can keep the game going on for ages, because I'm in such an advantageous position. Every turn that he stalls, he gets in a worse spot. He's got 3 done up. I swing 5 at lead, see what he does, okay. And then Kiros. I think it was a mistake to give it Rush, because I could have just swung 10 at lead and then gotten the life anyway, and I could have kept that Gaudino in hand, and also kept the Kiros active in the case of a Luna. So that was a play mistake, but as you'll see, it doesn't matter, because like he plays the Zoro, buffs himself up, goes 9 to lead. I just block. He should have done 8. And then he goes 9 into Boa. I think he should have done Kiros. I counter 2k there. And then I have maths. Go 9, 9. 9, 9, 9, everything else, right? 9 with the Kiros. Plus 3k, then I go 9 with Boa. 2k, 1k, then it's maths here. It's 9 with Kyros he takes, and then 11 with Jinbei he takes, with the option to go a further 9 with Kyros should I need to. And that's it. So obviously Rebecca's a very powerful deck, beating Kuzan, Mihawk and Luffy. Obviously I can't like talk to the power or the skill of my opponents, but neither can I for my own skill. But the fact that she has it in her to do all of this is quite frankly incredible. And she's a fun deck, and she's quite a good deck, so I will be playing her in real life as well. So thank you all for watching. There will be more Rebecca videos in the future, along with like any other leader as well. I'd like to make this list more of my own. It is a net deck from a 7 and 2 area qualifiers Japanese list, which I'll link in the description. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.